100 displaced Palestinians killed in attack in Gaza City. At least 100 Palestinians were killed on Saturday by Israeli airstrikes at a school serving as a shelter for displaced people in Al-Daraj, Gaza City, the country's medical and security sources said. They told Zinswa that the fatal victims include women and children and were transferred to Al-Ali Hospital in Gaza. The Israeli warplanes targeted the Al-Tabi'in school in the Al-Dajar neighborhood in central Gaza City, while the displaced people in the school were performing the Fajr prayer, Zinswa news agency reported. Local eyewitnesses told Zinswa that due to a lack of available resources of ambulances and civil defense equipment in the city, the victims were transported to the hospital via private cars and animal-drawn carts. The Hamas-run government media office in Gaza said in a press statement that the Israeli army directly bombed the displaced people while they were performing the Fajr prayer, and this is what increased the number of dead rapidly. The Israeli bombing of the displaced people's school comes within the framework of the crime of genocide and ethnic cleansing against our Palestinian people in a clear manner, the office said. On the other hand, the Israel Defense Forces IDF confirmed that they attacked the school but claimed it had harboring Hamas militants. In the meantime, dog on heat hanged for making noise. In Cape Town, residents in Isiqalo informal settlements allegedly hanged a dog which made noises as it was on heat and looking for a mate. The pit bull named Bully was at her home where she was apparently a nuisance to her neighbors. The people who saved her arrived and found her hanging on his shack. Animal Welfare Society of SA spokesperson Ellen Perrin said Bully, an unsprayed 2-year-old female pit bull cross from the outskirts of Philippi, went on heat and in search of a mate. This almost cost her and her brave rescuer their lives when he went to cut her down after noticing her dangling from the roof of her owner's shack. Her rescuer sustained several serious dog bites from a frenzied pack of unsterilized male dogs that honed in on her scent and the general commotion. As soon as the opportunity presented itself, he grabbed Bully and ran to the safety of her owner's enclosed backyard where he called us to come and help. First on the scene was trainee Inspector Sivuyile Kilwa, who is familiar with the area. He quickly located the injured dog, assessed the condition and applied emergency first aid before rushing her to our hospital, where she was met by an expectant team who went about treating her injuries before spraying her with the grateful consent of her owner, who claimed to be ignorant of the consequences of her coming into season and unaware of who was responsible. Parents said Bully will soon be reunited with her owner, who has raised the heights on his boundary wall and built her a new kennel. We have received a lot of flack from people criticizing us for returning the dog to him, but when we return the dog, we're going to take a video of the relationship between him and the dog. Living under atrocious conditions doesn't mean you can't take care of the dog. I think that people are fed up with the unsterilized and the females on heat. We don't consider the man to be an unfit dog owner, but has been sterilized and is in good condition. On Monday, we can return the dog to Isiqalo. The owner wants us to educate other pet owners in the community about the benefits of pet sterilization, as he fears there is a growing level of intolerance towards dogs that stray and are allowed to breed uncontrollably. The organization has agreed to include isiqalo in our 2024-25 outreach plan, subject to approval of our Lotto funding application or additional sponsorship from one of our campaign benefactors. And that's it from Egypt's Africa. Stay tuned to our USA and political updates.